You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Bromo018. Link in the description. Do it now. Hello everyone, welcome along to our Manchester United rebuild on PES 2020 Master League. Thanks a lot for joining me today. It is episode 6, and if you're yet to watch any of the previous episodes, I would highly advise you go and watch those ones first before we move on to this episode today. And what a game we have in store for you. Biggest of the season so far. It is Manchester United against Liverpool away at Anfield. And if you have a look at the table to the right there, as you can see, very close in the league. It means an awful lot, not just as the historical rivalry, I guess, but also for the league table. We are on 21 points at the top, but Liverpool, along with two other teams, Manchester City and Chelsea, are on 20 points, just 1 point behind. So a loss to Liverpool today will see them go above us in the table. It's going to be an extremely tough game, don't get me wrong, and I'm really looking forward to it. But before we come on to that, first of all, let me show you the highlights of the two games. Well, actually, just the one game in between this episode and episode 5. Now, unfortunately, the first game finished 0-0, so I only have one highlight to show you today, and it was in this 1-0 win against Royal Antwerp in the Europa League. We did once again play our young players, played it pretty much a youth side, and once again they performed very well. Some poor defending here in the end after a bad pass. Daniel James, though, makes up for it with some great pressing. He ends up getting blocked from the clearance. Mason Greenwood latches onto it, takes a great touch to take it past the defender and levers it in to finish 1-0. So with that in mind, the group stage looks like this. That's right, we have now qualified out from the Europa League group stage for the knockout round, which is of course very pleasing indeed. In particular because for the last couple of games in the Europa League, we've played our young players, the young team completely, which you will see in a moment. And they're really performing well, still haven't conceded a goal actually in the entire tournament. So it's going well for sure, and really pleased with that. How that's going. It means we can play them for the rest of the Europa League as well. So, definitely impressed with the progress so far. Not a lot elsewhere to tell you other than if we go into negotiations here for our own team. We've extended a couple of contracts. Some of them, for some reason, were about to expire this season. The likes of Harry Maguire. If we have a look elsewhere, I think maybe McTominay was as well. Axel Tuanzebe was. So we've extended those contracts, which is pleasing to say the least. But there's still a couple we're trying to work on. Eric Boy's contract actually runs out at the end of the season. We'd be happy to sell him though. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, negotiations have failed. For some reason, his contract expires at the end of the season, which is really frustrating. We need to try and sort that out ASAP. So we'll try and get on that as soon as we can. Pogba and Lindelof as well. Jesse Lingard is another one expiring next season. We want to try and get those deals extended at some point as well. So we'll see how that one goes. Lindelof, currently negotiations failed, but I'm expecting him to come back to the table soon. So at the moment, yeah, we got, as you can see, loads to go through. Greenwood is another one. We need to extend his deal as well. James Garner is the same. Chong. So we'll have a look at that as we go through. Anyway, on to today's game. Let's go into the lineup. I haven't actually done it yet. I thought for a start I wanted to show you the team I've been playing in the Europa League, the sort of young team, and this has really been it. Pereira's been on the right, Dan James on the left, Gomez as that number 10, Greenwood of course up front, who is going up ratings yet again. He's really loving life at the moment, that's for sure. He's got the glowing arrow. In fact, a few have actually got that at the moment, which is really good to see. And I've got to say, a special mention to this partnership at the back. Tuanzebe and Fosu Mensah playing really well, out their skin actually. So I'm extremely pleased with that. So going on to today's game, I'm going to do the lineup along with you. We're going to put David De Gea in goal, of course. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, well, the normal defence really, is going to return to the fold. Lindelof will come in for Fosu Mensah, and of course Harry Maguire in for Tuanzebe. Jamal Lewis will return as well, who's played very well. It's a shame to see. For some reason, his rating isn't going up yet. which is a bit disappointing because I think he's been playing really well. And obviously he's still young, got a lot of potential, so we'd like to see that improve. I'm going to keep McTominay for now, but, you know, subject to Fred coming on, because I think in these sort of games against this opposition, we need a lot more energy. I think Fred has that over McTominay, at least on PES anyway. McTominay is very much more controlled player, stronger, of course, better in the air and stuff. So, I don't know, we will go with him, and we're going to give him the opportunity, but, you know, don't be surprised to see Fred come on. Paul Pogba, of course, will return to the lineup. We're going to put Donny van der Beek in the number 10 role. Jesse Lingard can come back onto the right. And, of course, Anthony Martial on the left. And we are going to go with Rashford, just for the sake of, you know, trying to be more solid, I guess, more less chance of, you know, a lower floor. So we'll go with that. And then looking on the bench, of course, we can bring Romero back in. Someone actually, wherever he is, someone actually said to me to not have Romero on the bench, but, you know, oh, there he is. But, you know, I don't really like that idea. Let's just go with the keeper, just in case. Better to be safe than sorry. Fred can also remain on the bench. Let's see what else do we have. I guess Dan James as well. We want a winger. And then Greenwood, of course, along with Mata, who will remain on the bench. Actually thinking maybe, do I put Delo in for sure? Does it really matter? They're both on glowing arrows. I guess we just keep them in for now. So that's going to be the team. Strong team, of course. Looking at the Liverpool side, Alisson not playing for some reason. This was a problem on Master League last season, and for some reason it's back in now. The team selection and stuff, really strange. Just so many odd decisions. So for some reason they've got Strakosha, who of course they signed earlier on in the series. Joe Gomez can't even get a look in. Alexander Arnold on the bench, as is Henderson. Some strange decisions here, that is for sure. But hopefully we can play it to our advantage. Need to remember to put Pogba as captain to try and boost that team spirit up to 86 there. And looking at the corner kick takers, getting fed up of having to change them now. So let's just change them whilst we're at it. I prefer Pogba to be in the box because, of course, he's tall and strong. So we'll go with that. In terms of the sort of game plan, we're going to stick with frontline pressure, actually. It's something I want to talk about in terms of that, but we'll probably leave it until later on in the episode. But I guess we're ready to go. I'm sorry for rambling on so much, but there's a lot to get through. And now it's been built up for a while. Let's begin the big derby game away at Anfield against Liverpool.
Well, a very, very warm welcome to you on what is, of course, a truly special day in this part of the world. It is Derby Day, a rivalry so deeply entrenched into the history of sport in this land. It divides opinions, it divides families, it divides just about anything that can be divided. The game itself lasts just 90 minutes, but its repercussions can be felt for months and years ahead. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. I think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence.
Big game then. Can we extend our lead at the top of the table? More importantly, gain bragging rights. Going to send it through to Salah. McTominay, great challenge. And prevents a shot getting on goal there. It was a good opportunity for them. To Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka to go at the field. Martial. Looks at the overlap for Lewis, and he's got it as well. Jamal Lewis, bit of space to drive into now. And he's in a crossing position. He'll whip it in. Lingard's there. Oh, it's saved from the keeper in the end. It's Strakosha. One opportunity. That is some good movement down the left-hand side from Jamal Lewis. Cuts inside. He's in a great position to hit the ball in. Ends up driving it across. Lingard, who's made a good run in the middle, just has to tap it in the end. There's not a whole lot he can do. It's a good save. Bye. Looks to cut it back to Salah. Doesn't come off though. Oh, it's a great ball though. Nathaniel Klein on it. And it's good play from Martial to stop. Martial runs into trouble there. Nathaniel Klein in a great position. Headed. Oh, goes just wide. It's poor from me in the end. I tried to dribble it out. And it was just the wrong position to do so. Nathaniel Klein can intercept it from Martial. Whips it in. Firmino in the end is the one who's on the end of it. The headers are safe for the cameras. That's half time. Another boring half. It's becoming a running theme in this series now. Just nothing happening. The AI just don't do enough, as in the opposition. They just don't do enough to attack. They don't do anything. They just pass it around the back and just don't attack. Really, really boring. It's getting a bit frustrating now, to be honest. Did move it up to Superstar in the hope that we'd have more challenge, but there's just nothing. It's just the same. Hopefully the second half's more entertaining for you guys. Goes to Lingard. Got a bit of space to run into here, Jesse Lingard. And he can whip it in. For God's sake, doesn't do it fast enough. Wan-Bissaka. Into Pogba. Pogba looking for that run. Van der Beek's in. Oh, he's not offside either. Perhaps should have done better there. It's a good spot and it's a good run as well. As Wan-Bissaka comes inside to Pogba and lays it off to him. Wow, he's just dragged it too far wide. Pogba. Oh, Pogba. He bottles that challenge completely, and Liverpool now have an opportunity to break. It's through to Mohamed Salah. Oh my word. What is it even doing? Dear God. Oh, it's on a header and it's just over the bar. Wasn't expecting much from that. But in the end, he just escapes attention. Firmino yet again. And in the end, it's a free header for him. Perhaps he should do better.
And here's Mohamed Salah.
Maguire out to Pogba. He's got the overlap of Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka now, he's got space. He's got lots of space actually. Wan-Bissaka, it's opened up for him. He'll strike straight at the keeper. Disappointing effort. Van der Beek. One more to Pogba on the run. Pogba can send it through to Rashford. It's a great ball. Terrible touch from Rashford. Poor goalkeeping though. And Manchester United take the lead. And the home crowd have been silenced. It's Marcus Rashford. So much space for Pogba to drive into and Rashford to run into as he splits the defence. And it's a terrible touch, but for some reason it's just terrible, terrible goalkeeping. Really poor. Really, really poor. Surely he'd come out and claim that. Was a good ball from Pogba, but Rashford's touch, unlike him really, loops up. And then because the goalkeeper doesn't commit his positioning, he's all over the place. And he can slot it past. And they make the final sub, James Milner for Mohamed Salah. Of course. I mean, oh, it's ridiculous. 1-0 though. 74 minutes gone. That's to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka's going to whip it in. Actually, Rashford to get on the end of it. Lingard back into Van der Beek. Good touch. Goes for goal. Great finish. 2-0. And that is game over. Donny Van der Beek. This time with a stunning finish. And the goalkeeper can get nowhere near it. Finds space in the box. And he punishes Liverpool as a result. It's whipped in originally, cleared from Matip, only as far as Lingard. Lingard knocks it in. The first touch to set himself up, and it is a wonderful finish. Especially at the angle his body's at as well. He does really well to unleash a shot so accurate there. It's almost his back to goal. But what a wonderful finish. Van der Beek, who has had a great start to the season since joining, adds to the score sheet. 2-0. And that's full time, 2-0 in the end. It's a great win for us, gotta be said. Really good 3 points away at Liverpool. That cannot be sniffed at whatsoever. But I've got to apologise to you guys for just a boring game and not a lot being shown. You know, it's really disappointing. The AI it's just not hard enough, I guess. They just don't do enough. They don't put it on me. They don't try to attack. They'll pass it around the back a lot, occasionally smash it upfield. You know, it's just it's a bit boring. I mean, we saw the bit, hopefully I've showed it, where Salah goes through on goal and for some reason decides to pass it backwards. Why would you do that? So, yeah, you know, it's a bit disappointing. It just becomes unfulfilling when I win. So I can only apologise for that, guys. But in terms of the league table, it looks healthy. Man City still applying the pressure to us. But, you know, Chelsea looks like they've dropped points. They've lost again. So, for the moment, we do remain first place in the table. And it's a great start to the season for us. The next game, we do have Leicester. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do it just for time restraints, really. I've got to have a shorter episode. I did want to fit this game in as well. But, honestly, I just won't get the chance. So, I do apologise for that, guys. So hopefully we'll see what it happens with the next episode. If I have a look here, just see what we've got coming. Arsenal and Everton doubleheader, maybe. That sounds like a good plan to me. Or perhaps we do show the Leicester game in the end, but it'll be one of the two. So really looking forward to that one. Hope you guys are going to join me for that episode in what will be episode 7. Really getting on with the season now, currently mid-November. So it's good. It's good so far. And I look forward to the next episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have watched this far, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed it. Tell me that you are enjoying the content, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notifications every time I upload a video. That would be fantastic. On that note, we are going to round it off there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.